Hi there, welcome to Wet Floor Aquariums. This sign gave me a little bit of inspiration for the name of my channel. Step back a second. This floor gave me the inspiration for this channel. A couple months ago, my neighborhood and, well, my state had some record flooding. And, well, I was not immune. I wouldn't say I was flooded, but I was heavily saturated. I threw away quite a bit and I ended up getting a lot of spare room in my basement. So I decided, why not put some fish tanks down here? Let's start with this one. First tank with water in this basement. 90 gallons. Currently, got my mother's goldfish from her pond. Mom says, hey, can you watch my goldfish over the winter? You say yes, it's what's best for you. I have more upstairs in another tank, but that's another story. I'm slowly moving them down here. I started the tank last couple of weeks ago, actually. Threw some turbo start in there to speed things up and slowly introducing fish. Currently I have 6 in there. I think I'm gonna max out at 11 or 12, mostly of the bigger size. And they're doing great, eating, no signs of trauma or ammonia yet, so I'm taking it slow. Of course, every fish room needs a heavily planted television and a Mighty Morphin dude. Okay, we're gonna get back to that. Phase 1, 90 didn't count. Phase 1 of this aquarium project is I've got a pallet rack that I got from a store that went out of business and painted it nice black and put 4 20 highs on the bottom and 3 40 breeders on top. This is my question. I'm going to put fluval 307s on these breeders. I have a spot where I can access this one easily because, well, there was extra room. And some of my questions here. I have about 21, 22 inches behind the stand so I can access it. Honestly, I'm not running out of room. I just would like to have some room to work so I don't have to try and thread hang on backs from the bottom of the pallet racking. These are going to be bristle nose tanks and I really just don't want to put sponge filters alone in there. I do want to have some heavy filtration, so I'm probably going to put AquaClear 70s on each one of these 20s. Is it overkill? Probably. They're dirty, dirty poop machines. All right, that's next. Okay, so question. Am I wasting space? I could push it back a couple inches, but I just put it even with that edge of that fireplace. Speaking of the fireplace, I have a 29 gallon with a 20 long below it. I'm gonna put that there and then move a tank from upstairs, move the fish in there. And then I have a total of 3 of those, which will fill all the way across this gap with just enough room to work on this last tank. Then I have enough room for a 55 or a 75 gallon tank here. Thinking the 55 because I got a double stand over here, 2 of them. One has a 33 long that I'm thinking about doing shell dwellers in. So anyway, that's phase 2. Phase 3 is confusing. I have the gap in that corner back here where the fan is. I'm thinking of doing an 8-foot tall pallet rack system, 3 shelves, and each shelf has an 8-foot beam, 24 inches deep. This wall is 19 feet, 6 inches. This blanket is temporary until I can build a door. And I'm not gonna build a door until I get more stuff down here. And that goes to a breezeway that's technically part of my garage with some insulation, but it gets cold in the winter, so I just put these blankets up as a heat trap. Right now we're looking at a 30 gallon that I'm working on resealing. Gonna go on this stand and I'm probably gonna put something beneath it. Haven't made up my mind yet. 20 high sitting there, 40 breeders sitting there. I mean, who doesn't have just extra tanks laying around? Me, I guess. So phase one, please give me some advice here, folks. I've got 3 fluval, what are these? I forget the name. Aqua Skies for the 40s. I'm so excited. I've never had a light that nice. I got a 48 here that I'm putting on my cichlid tank upstairs. Upstairs I have 75, 65, multiple 29s, 20s, longs and highs. 14 tanks total are running. So I'm slowly gonna migrate a bunch of those down here so I have one spot for all my tanks. This wall here is either going to do that pallet racking and put some 4 20-gallon highs on 2 shelves. Maybe the 3rd shelf will be storage. I don't necessarily like working over my head. And, that's another 16 tanks. That's insane. That's a lot. I have a couple linear piston pumps, so I'm not worried about that. And in this corner, I am thinking of doing another 90 just to complement the look of the room. And then on this right here, I don't know. I've got room. It's big. So let me know your thoughts. This is just, I'm doing it in phases as I get the money and as I get the time. As far as what I'm putting them in, the bottom row here is all going to be bristles. And I really am leaning toward long fin. Currently, I'm breeding a number of, what am I got? Drawing a blank. Super Reds, Golden, and Rio Paraguay. Rio Paraguay haven't been producing, but the other fish have. So I'm going to phase out the Goldens, put the Super Reds in these 2 tanks, and then I'm gonna get some long fins for these 2 tanks, and then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Other videos include some of the guppies I'm doing, and I think those are gonna go here and have a guppy production, do a couple strains, and possibly the 20 long. Below it is going to move parents as I grow out bristles. Once they stop producing, I'll put them into another tank and then just keep flip-flopping them back and forth. So this is my mess. There's many like it, but this one is mine. Let me know your thoughts. I really could use advice. Thanks for watching, and please, I hate saying like and subscribe, but I really need the subs. I think I only have a couple right now, and it's sad. All right, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate your time.